Welcome to the IPF World Classic Powerlifting Championships. My name is Joe Whiteley and I am delighted to be bringing you this session today. We're here at the Eleiko headquarters in Halmstad, Sweden. You can see on your screen there the quote from the Eric Blomberg, the CEO, "Set your bar high, be kind, and do more of what makes you stronger." That's what we're going to be doing today. We're really grateful to Eleiko for inviting us here today and making this competition possible. They have provided the space for the competition and also all the platform equipment, the warm-up equipment and the training room as well for the athletes while they're here. We're also grateful to SBD, strength apparel manufacturers relied upon by world-class strength athletes. They make some of the best belts and knee sleeves and wrist wraps and equipment in the world, and we are also sponsored by StrengthLog, the Swedish app that allows you to record your workouts and record your PRs. We have the sub-junior ladies on platform 1 here today. We've got quite a busy session. We have 4 weight classes running as one group. We have the 43 kilo, 47 kilo, 52 kilo and 57 kilo weight classes. We are being kicked off today by Peena Pragathi from India. 40 kilos on the bar and she made short work of that.
Good lift on 2.
Good lift. Diana Anakonova next from Russia. She's also in the 43 kilo category. The 43 kilo is a weight class that only exists as the junior and sub-junior categories, does not exist in the open category. And Diana has asked for 60 kilos to open her squat. That's a lovely looking squat. Good lift for Diana. Next up, Tetiana Petrenko from Ukraine. She's in the 47s. 14 years old. In the IPF, you can only compete from your 14th birthday. So she is brand new to competition, and this is, by definition, her very first international. She's asked for 77.5 kilos as her opener. She's a little bit late to the platform. Hopefully she'll be here soon. Here she comes.
Here she is, from Ukraine.
Lists her PB as 85. Very tight hand position. And a lovely squat. 3 white lights.
Sorry, no lift on 1, 2 to 1, no lift on 1, 2 to 1.
Jane Erasma from the Philippines. She's 18 years old, so this is her last year as a sub-junior. She'll move up to the juniors next year. She's also in the 47s. $90 kilo PB, opening at 85. We do see rapid progression from sub-junior lifters. That
No lift on 2. I'm sorry.
I think she may have jumped the commands there.
On 2.
You have to wait for the centre referee to tell you to squat, and then you have to wait for the rack command. Here's Andrea Boyle from US Virgin Islands. 16 years old, been competing for 1 year.
On
97.5 kilo PB, opening with 85. She's in the 52s. Looking great in a matching SBD kit. And that was a lovely opening squat. Lauren Recchi next from the UK. Again, it's her last year as a sub-junior. She's in the 52s. Looking for 87.5 kilos to open with. Coached today by Jason Coolman, you can see watching in the wings.
Good lift on 1.
Nice
Powerloading
depth.
on 1.
And a nice easy opener there. She squatted 92.5 at her last competition in August. I'm getting a lot of information about the history of these athletes from openipf.org. But if you want to follow the competition along, you really need a score sheet. It's quite a complicated session. Then you can get that at goodlift.info. Here's Amy Greffen, South Africa. We're into triple digits now. This is 100 kilos.
Good lift on 1, 2 to 1.
She had to put a little bit of work in to bring that up.
Powerloading on 1.
2 to 1, a good lift.
Good lift on 2, 2 to 1.
When you see the referee's lights come up, you know white is a good lift, red is a failed lift. 2 to 1 is enough to carry the day. And we have the little coloured markers underneath the red lights to show the category of fail. On squat, red is always for depth. Here's Esme Nealon, also 100 kilos. She's in the 57s. First lifter out for the 57s.
Good lift on 1.
Nice. Good lift.
On 2.
She's on the board.
Powerloading on
So
1.
your first task, well, your first task is to weigh in successfully in a competition like this, but then the next hurdle is to get your first squat in. Alina Udaltsova from Russian Olympic Committee. She's the final lifter out for the 47s, and she's opening at 102.5.
They're making themselves very uncomfortable for your benefits. Good lift on 1.
18 years old, been competing for 3 years.
Powerloading on 1.
Depth look good. Nice control. That puts her in the lead in the 47s. Sofia Stanko next from Ukraine. Only 15 years old in the 52 kilo category. And she's coming out for 105. That's nearly double body weight already. In fact, it's more than double body weight.
No lift on 1.
Okay, she's a little bit under time pressure now. You have 60 seconds from the time that bar loaded is called to start your lift. You don't have to complete the lift in that time, but you do have to start it. And of course, 30 seconds is plenty of time to get under the bar and walk a squat out. But if you do have to re-rack the bar for any reason, yeah, that looked like a good lift.
Good lift on 2.
Still a few more lifters in this group yet to make their opening squats. This is quite a big group. We've got 14. That's the maximum permitted in a flight. Maria Kukova, Russian Olympic Committee. Clock is ticking. Lissa PB is 115.5. This is 107.5. Looked like a very accomplished squat. And 3 white lights. Barbara Svanova from Czechia. Brand
Followed
new
on
lifter,
two.
57
Good
kilo
lift on
category.
one.
Squat PB of 120, coming out for 115.5. We can see from the graphic there that she's in the 57 kilo sub-junior class. And as we go through the competition, this graphic will populate with the good lifts, so we'll get more and more information from that as we go through. Nice and deep, a little bit loose in the hole, lost a little bit of tightness, but the weight certainly presented no problem at all, and that was a good lift. Polina Pavlova next, Russian Olympic Committee. We have quite a few lifters from Russian Olympic Committee today, 4 in this session.
Good lift on one.
She's coming out for 120 kilos. Squat PB is 122.5, so let's hope this isn't a little bit ambitious.
Followed in on one.
See some great shoulder mobility in these lightweight young ladies. Okay, not super easy, but never in any doubt. That's a good lift for Polina. And here we go with our last opening squat. This is Leisha Quinn from Ireland. Irish team having a great week so far.
Followed in on two.
Leisha's in the 57s and she's opening with a massive 135.
Followed in on one.
Oh, and that looked very comfortable. That puts Leisha straight to the top of the 57 kilo class. So here are the placings as we go through to round 2 of the squat. You can see that Anna Kanova is leading the way in the 43s, Adaltsova in the 47s, Kakova in the 52s, and Leisha Quinn in the 57s.
Followed in on one.
Pragathi out next for her second squat. She's gone up 12.5 kilos. That is such a deep squat. Very easy weight for her.
Good lift on two.
And she has got a good lift. Only 2 lifters in the 43s. And here is the other one. Diana Anakanova.
Loaded on two. 30 seconds on one. This is Kim Murray of Ireland. Kim Murray of Ireland on one for 100
65 kilos on the bar.
We've reset the clock on one.
Very nice. Some very accomplished lifting from these young
Good
ladies.
lift on two.
Janie Rasmo, she failed her opening squat. She was the only lifter not to get her first one on the board. I think he was just jumping commands. So that's probably just nerves. It is such a tough environment, and coming out for the first time on an international stage and facing those IPF referees and the cameras and the lights. She waited for the command that time, but it wasn't deep enough.
On two, 2 to 1.
She needs to drop below parallel. The hip crease needs to be below the top of the knee. Parallel isn't good enough. It has to break through parallel. And the red light indicates that she did not meet the required depth. She's got one more chance at that.
Oppa! Good lift on one, 2 to 1.
Here's Tetiana Petrenko. Again in the 47s. She's added 7.5 kilos to her opener.
Loaded on one.
Fast descent, catches it at the bottom, drives up. That's a good lift.
On two.
Andrea Boyle. Again, she added 10 kilos to her opener. She's right up against her PB now. 16 years old, quite a new lifter. She's in the 52 kilo class.
Loaded on one.
I'm not certain about that. She pushes her knees forward. Yeah, that wasn't deep enough. The difficulty there, I think, she pushed her knees forward and tried to sit back into it, but she's got such long femurs that is quite a hard thing to do. I think she push her knees out just a little bit, and it gives you the space to sink into it a little bit more. Here's Lauren Reckie for 95. This is a 10 kilo PB. Excuse me, she did 92.5 quite recently at the West Midlands Summer Championships, but this will still be a 2.5 kilo PB. You can see from the graphics she's in squat rank 4. She had to do a little bit of work to take it through the sticking point, but that looks like she's got another 2.5 or 5 kilos in her there. Also in the same class, Amy Graffen.
No lift on one, well-caught loaders.
She squatted 100 at the South African Nationals back in April. Won her class. Most of these lifters that we've seen are national champions. They qualify for the competition by winning their class at their national championships. Here's Amy for 102.5. No, not quite. Not quite. So she'll get another attempt at that. We should not underestimate how difficult it is to travel so far. Amy's come all the way from South Africa, and travel does have an impact on your performance.
Loaded on two, good lift on one.
Alina Udaltsova, Russian Olympic Committee, 107.5. Open at 102.5. This is 107.5. Very calm and assured. That was a lovely squat.
Good lift on two.
Such a high standard of lifting from these young athletes. Esme Neilman works at a gym, so gets plenty of opportunity to train. She's gone up 7.5 kilos from her opening squat. She's in the 57s.
Second group about to start on one.
Not super easy, well within her capabilities though, and that's a good lift.
Good lift on two. Bar loaded on one. Bar loaded on two.
Maria Kokova next. Here she comes. We'll just take a look at the graphic now. We can see that she had a good lift at 107.5, and this is 110. The red clock that's ticking down there is the 60 seconds she has to start her lift. If the referee isn't happy with her position for any reason, he can ask her to re-rack the bar. She has to be standing erect with her knees locked as she is there. That was, yeah, that did not go well. I think she's lost her position there. I hope she hasn't hurt herself. She dropped out from under the bar. Of course, we expect the athlete to stay with the bar, but it looked like she just fell. Hopefully she's okay. Here's Sophia Stanko for 110.
Loaded on 2.
Kokova is sitting in first place in squats for the moment. This will move Stanko ahead. Looking at the projected totals, we are going to see a really close fight between these two. And then the rest of the field are nip and tuck for third place. I think we're going to see some exciting battles here in this class. But here's Sophia Stanko for 110. Great lifting there.
Good lift on 1.
Shouts to squat up herself.
Good lift on 2.
So that moves Stanko ahead now in the 52s.
Loaded on 1.
Polina Pavlova,
Bar loaded 2.
57s. See from the graphic she's squat rank 2. This will not move her position up or down. She's going to struggle to catch Leisha Quinn. The Irish lifter has got a huge squat there. She lost her balance there a little bit. Hip swung backwards. Once the weight gets behind you, that's so hard to bring back. If the weight gets ahead of you, you can use your back to bring the weight up again, but once it gets behind you, you've got no way of bringing that back. But she gets another attempt at that. In the meantime, Barbara Svanova is coming out in the same class for 127.5, and that will move her ahead of Pavlova if she gets it. Squat rank 3 to 2. I think she got out of line a little bit, but that was a good lift nonetheless. She squatted 130.5 at Czech Nationals in September. Wow, that was only 2 weeks ago. Such a fast turnaround. We've all had a really compressed timetable due to COVID restrictions, so a lot of these lifters have lifted several times already in the past few months. Leisha Quinn now, 142.5. Oh, look at that. That's absolutely phenomenal. She's got a smile on her face. She knows she did that well. Superb. She is pushing out ahead now in the 57 kilo class. She's going to be the lifter to beat. Here's the standings now as we go into round 3 of the squats. And we will be led out by Pragathi P. Nair. Opened at 40, went up to 52.5. Now has called for 60 kilos on the bar. Gave me a fright there. It looked like she just dropped to the bottom of the squat, but she brought that up no trouble at all. So that's 3 good lifts for Pragathi. That gets her the silver medal in squat. And here is her rival, Anna Canova. She's already ahead. She squatted 65 for her second attempt. This is 70. So she knows she's got the squat gold. But of course, this is a longer game than just squat. We want her totals from squat, bench and deadlift to get the overall championship win. That was a great squat from Diana and the gold medal. Janie Rasmo next. This lifter is under real pressure. She missed her opening squat on commands. To be fair, I don't think that was deep enough either. She missed her second on depth. She's coming out for the same weight again, which is absolutely the right move. You don't want to go up unless you're really, really confident and brave. So she needs this to stay in the competition. She can continue to bench and deadlift and take medals in those lifts, but in order to make a total, she needs this. She needs to really sink it. Now that looks better. Was it enough? It was fantastic. She's 2-1, and 2-1 is good enough. She's in the competition, and she's got the squat bronze medal. Next lifter out in the 47s, Petrenko. 92.5 on the bar. This is 7.5 kilo PB. Takes a moment to compose herself. Such a narrow hand spacing. She's fully on the smooth part of the bar there, I think. Oh, she lost position there at the bottom. You could see her hips just move forward, and she was not bringing that up. But that leaves her with the best of 85 and the squat silver. Next we have Andrea Boyle. She's coming out again for 95. Didn't make this on her second.
Good lift on 1, 2-1. Bars loaded on 1.
That looked better. 3 white lights. Lauren Recce from Great Britain. She's quite light in class, so if she can get this, this moves her ahead of the South African lifter into the squat bronze medal position. Yeah, that looked good. Just waiting for the referees to make their verdict. And that's 3 white lights. That moves Lauren up. She has the squat bronze in her hand at the moment. However, the South African lifter is coming out to respond with 102.5 to take that bronze medal back. She missed this on her second attempt. She's driving it. She's tried really, really hard there, but it wouldn't quite go. So fortunately, she finishes on 100, just outside the medals. If 2 lifters call for the same weight, the lower lot number goes first. But if 2 lifters lift the same weight, the lighter body weight takes the advantage. So here we go. This is the last lifter out for the 47s. Alina Udaltsova from Russian Olympic Committee. She already has the squat gold. She's a fair way up the road from the Ukrainian lifter. And she's going to want to push this advantage as far as she can. Keep adding kilos to the board. And that's so much work she couldn't quite do. Leaves her best to 107.5. So she left nothing on the table there. 107.5 went, 110 did not. She walks away with the squat gold and the lead going into the rest of the competition. Maria Kokova. This will move her up to squat gold. This will take squat gold from the Ukrainian for the moment. Now she's driving that home. She has stood up with it. But the referees say no. So that leaves her with a best of 107.5 and the silver medal in squat. Esme Neilman, 110.
Good lift on one. We have a record attempt coming up on one.
This is a PB attempt.
World junior record, 141 kilos.
This will
platform
add
one.
2.5 kilos.
Olivia Kiosti, Finland. Bars loaded on one.
Keeps her position really well. That was a great squat. She has every right to look happy with that. Coach Piotr van den Hoek also looks happy with her. Last lifter out for the 52s. This is 115 for Sofia Stanko of Ukraine. She already has the squat gold, but the projected totals are really close to the lifter from the Russian Olympic Committee, so she's going to want to add every kilo she possibly can to fight the battle in the long game. She looks focused. She looks determined.
And we have a new world record coming up on one again.
Oh, do you know, I'm not sure if the bar dips, if there's downward movement of the bar. 2 to 1, that is a good lift. One of the referees saw downward movement, but the other two did not, so that is a good lift, and 115 kilos for Stanko. She goes home now with the squat gold and takes the lead into the rest of the competition. 3 more squats in this session. Polina Pavlova. $125 on the bar. She's got the bronze medal. This won't move her up either way. She missed this for her second.
You're going to have to try and take that back in round 3.
No, even if she drives this, the bar has gone up and down. That's a shame, but it leaves her with the best of 120 in the squat bronze. Barbara Svanova from Czechia. This will be a 12.5 kilo personal best on the international platform. Impressive lifting from these young athletes. Very low bar position. Oh, that was really deep. She can't quite bring that up. Leaves her with the best of 127.5 and the silver medal in squat. One more lift to come. Leisha Quinn. Last year as a sub-junior, she's going to want to make her mark at this competition, and she's well on her way to doing so. Opened with 135, moved up to 142.5. Added another 5 kilos. Looks focused. Lots of support from the Irish team. And she is driving that home. She's pushing through. She's absolutely delighted with that. And the referees are too. 147.5 and the gold medal in squat for Leisha Quinn. We're going to take a 20-minute break now. Please come back and join us for bench press. Welcome back to the World Open Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Classic Powerlifting Championships here at the Eleiko headquarters in Halmstad, Sweden. We are through the Masters session now. We're into the Sub-Junior and Junior sessions, and these are the Sub-Junior 43 kilo, 47 kilo, 52 kilo and 57 kilo class. We're through to the bench press session now, so a phenomenal standard of lifting from these young athletes in the squat. And I can see that we have some exciting lifting coming up. I can see that in at least 2 weight classes, lifters are opening on sub-junior world records. Absolutely phenomenal. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Eleiko, SBD and StrengthLog. It's important to remember that they don't just sponsor these competitions, they support athletes all year round, and the sport would not be what it is without them. We are ready to go now on Platform 2. These are the sub-juniors. Platform 1 has the junior lifters in these categories. And we are being led out by Pragati P. Nair. She's called for 25 kilos to open her account. And that was a good lift for her. She's on the board with bench. Diana Anakova next with 35.
Loaded 1.
Nice and easy for Diana. Puts, 2 to 1. One of the referees spotted an infraction. I don't have a great angle to spot what's going on in terms of movement of the feet or butt, so I can't quite see what that was for. However, it was a good lift, 2 to 1. Here's Lauren Recce. 40 kilos on the bar. She benched 45 at the West Midlands earlier this month. So 40 should be nice and easy. Just using the beautiful Eleiko combo right there to set up quite a big arch. See some great mobility on these young lifters. Easy, very nice. That's what you want your opener to look like. Very easy, gives you a bit of confidence, gives you plenty of room to play with. If you miss your opener, then your entire game plan goes in the bin and you are then fighting to recover. So that's why we always want people to put in a really easy opener. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Here's Amy Greffen, 52s. She's asked for 42.5 kilos to open with. Benched 47.5 at South African Nationals. And that was in April, so... because everyone has faced different challenges with gym closures and managing to get their training done. That looked very nice indeed. And the referees agree. Andrea Boyle. She has asked for 45 kilos to start her bench. Stated PB of 52.5. Handout guy just moves a hair so he doesn't stand on it.
Good lift on 1.
Oh, that's lovely. She's got very long arms, which is a bit of a disadvantage in bench, but she made good use of them there. 52.5 kilos now for Barbara
Ball loaded on 2.
Svanova of Czechia. Brand new lifter. She took the silver medal in squat and is second overall at the minute. This is in the 57 kilo class.
Good lift on 1.
Very nice lift there from
Good lift on 2.
Svanova.
Ball loaded on 1.
Janie Rasmo next. She struggled a little bit in squat. She only got her opener on her third time of asking. Struggled a little bit with depth. She missed her commands as well. Looks quite nervous, so let's hope she can listen out for these commands. 3 commands on bench. Start, press, and rack. You have to listen for all 3. 55 kilos on the bar for a lifter weighing less than 47.
Good lift on
That's a
2.
great opening press for Erasmo. Well over body weight already, and these are sub-junior lifters. Sub-juniors are up to age between 14 and 18 years of age. Then they go up to the juniors, which is 18 to 23, before moving up to the opener. Tatiana Petrenko,
Ball loaded on
55 kilos. Same weight requested as the Filipino lifter. However, she's lighter. Petrenko is lighter in body weight. So she's gone second to Erasmo because she had the higher lot number, but she will take the lead as she has the lower body weight. Oh, very easy. Very easy indeed.
Good lift 2.
I think we'll see a fairly big increase there, maybe 5 or 7.5, which for lifters of this body weight is a large jump. That's a considerable fraction of their body weight. Maria Kukova next, 62.5.
Ball loaded on 1.
So that's a huge arch. Very nice indeed. The arch in the bench press helps to keep the shoulders safe. It turns it into more of a decline motion, reduces range of motion as well.
Ball loaded on 2.
Esme Neelman from the Netherlands. Coached by none other than Piotr van den Hoek, member of the EC, head of the Athlete Commission, and a very active coach. He's been working hard this week. So this is 62.5 for Esme. PB is 67.5.
Ball loaded on
She's
1.
in the 57 kilo class. Nice, very good.
Good lift
It
on 2.
really helps to keep all these classes straight if you go to the live score sheet at goodlift.info. This is platform 2, but it's shown as room 2 on Goodlift. Leisha Quinn,
Ball loaded on 2.
very impressive in squats, was 20 kilos ahead of her nearest rival in squat. So she is already having a great day. Now, I'm not sure this is quite right. She lists her bench press as 53, but she's opening with 72.5. The last competition I have for her was Irish Nationals in 2019, and that was 53. So that was quite a while ago. And we could see she made short work of that. 20 kilos on her bench PB in one fell swoop. Great lift from Leisha. And now, 75 kilos on the bar. This is a world sub-junior record on her opening press. Alina Udaltsova coming out for a world bench press sub-junior record. She's in the 47 kilo class. The current record is 68.5.
World
So she's not bothering to just chip that record with half a kilo, as she has a right to do. She's going straight in for the red plate. Sets her quite a wide stance as she receives the bar.
No lift on one, too heavy, I'm afraid. Oh.
That's the easiest world record you'll see all day. Absolutely fantastic. One of the referees gave a red light, however, 2-1 is enough. Wow. So obviously that takes her straight into gold medal position on bench press. Also pushes her out ahead in the overall lead. And we've got 2 more attempts to see more world records. Polina Pavlova next. She's in the 57s. This is 77.5. Another easy opener. Good lift for Polina. And here we have Sofia Stanko from Ukraine. 15 years old and coming out to bench 82.5 kilos at less than 52 kilo body weight. Phenomenal standard here today. But of course this is the IPF World Championships. This is the highest standard of competition in the world. Huge arch there. Very easy. Shoots her right to the top of the table for bench press and in the overall competition as well. She's got really tight competition with Kokova. So as we can see there, we've got Anna Konova is leading the 43s, Udaltsova in the 47s, Stanko, really close battle there with Kokova in the 52s, and Alicia Quinn is ahead in the 57s. So we go into round 2. Pragati Piner is going to lead us out with 30 kilos. She's having a good day. She was 3 for 3 on squat. Every lifter got their opening bench in.
No more changes on one.
That is not going. 5 kilos is quite a big leap. It's about an eighth of a body weight, so it's quite an ambitious jump to take from 25 to 30. Maybe 27.5 might have gone. Anna Konova, also in the 43s, she's gone up to 40 kilos.
Bars loaded on one.
That looked like a comfortable lift.
Good lift on 2, 2-1.
She benched 42.5 at Russian Nationals in May.
Bar loaded on 2.
Lauren Recchi next.
Little too heavy on 1, no lift, well caught loaders.
Coming out to match her personal best. This will take her up to bronze medal position for the moment, but there's a tight battle for those medals in this class. There's some really close competition up and down through the 52s. Strength was no issue. And that's a good lift for Lauren.
No lift on 1.
So we'll be looking for a PB attempt for her next. But first, here's Andrea Boyle.
the 52 kilo class.
She got 2 out of her 3 squats in.
Bars
Gone up
loaded
2.5
on
kilos from her opener. This will move her ahead of the British lifter. Very nice indeed for the lifter from US Virgin Islands.
Bar loaded on
Amy
2.
Greffin next. Struggled a bit on squats, she only got 1 of them in. Looked comfortable at 42.5 for her opener. She's gone up to 47.5. You can see from the graphic this will move her up from her current ranking of 5 up to 3rd. That's a bronze medal position in the 52 kilo class. Very careful, controlled descent, but that is not going anywhere. There's a balance to be taken between taking the bar very quickly to the bottom, where you might lose tightness and have a difficulty getting it back up, and using a lot of power to control a slow descent. You need to take a middle path there. But obviously people's styles are different. Svanova from Czechia,
Bars loaded on 1, bars loaded on 2.
taking a 5 kilo increase. Looks very asymmetrical there, off to one side.
Good lift on 2, good lift on 1. Bars loaded on 2.
Here's Jenny Rasmo. Looked strong at 55, gone up to 60. She's battling with Petrenko for silver medals.
Bars loaded on 2, start the clock please.
Adultsova is a fair way up the road in the 47 kilo class on bench press. So it's Erasmo and Petrenko battling for silver behind her here. So this will move, oh yes, this will move Erasmo up. Oh, that was great. Do you know, I really thought she'd lost that. I thought she'd lost it on the descent. The bar path wobbled about a little bit, and I really doubted her ability to go up, but I'm so pleased she proved me wrong.
Bars loaded on 2.
Really strong press out, and she's moved into second place, not only in bench press, but overall. This is going to be really close between these two lifters. Here's Petrenko to respond with 60 kilos. As we said, the lighter lifter, so she'll move ahead to silver medal position again if she gets this. She's slipping about a little bit there. Gets the command.
Good lift on 1.
Oh, strong. Very strong. I would say she has a little bit more left in the tank than the lifter from the Philippines. So let's see how this progresses.
Bars loaded on 1.
Women's the 52s now for Kakova.
Bars loaded on 2.
She's only gone up 2.5 kilos. This matches her best.
.30 seconds on 1.
Great press there from Maria. I don't think she can be caught for the silver on bench, and I don't think she's going to catch the gold medal place either, as that was absolutely smashed the world record. So we have a little bit of separation in the top two ranks in the 52s. But here's Esme Neilman in the 57s, gone up 5 kilos from her opener. Nice. Very strong. That matches her current PB. I see no reason why she shouldn't put 2.5 kilos on that. Alicia Quinn, having a great day so far. 4 for 4. Only gone up 7.5 kilos. It's a reasonable strategy. You don't want to throw away any weight. If you go out for 77.5 and it doesn't go, but you could have got 75, you've really thrown away 2.5 kilos. So just making sure that she can squeeze out every kilo she possibly can to cement that lead. Sitting in silver medal position on bench, but leading the pack in the overall, which after all is the main prize, the World Championship title. Here we go. Easy press. Yeah, one referee considered that she looked like she just unlocked her arm a little bit, and I did wonder if she'd jumped that press command. But 2 to 1, that is a good lift. And here we go, back round to Udaltsova.
Russian Olympic Committee.
She was so impressive on the opener. The old world record was 68.5. She went straight to 75. 77.5 kilos for a new world sub-junior record. Look at that. That is very nice indeed. Very impressive from Udaltsova. And she has an attempt left to go. Pavlova next. 16 years old.
No lift on one, just a little too heavy, I'm afraid.
Already has hit a PB in her opening attempt with 77.5. Gone up to 80. She is sitting in bench press gold. She is keeping that warm for the moment. This will push her out a little bit further, because she's under a little bit of pressure from the Irish lifter now. So she needs this to stay ahead. Oh, it's tough, but she's fighting it. No, it just ground to a halt. So that opens the door for Alicia Quinn, who's put 77.5 on for her next attempt and is lighter than Pavlova. Final lift in the second round coming up, Sofia Stanko, 87.5.
No lift on one.
Lists her PB is 83, so this is a considerable improvement. Superb arch. Just taking a moment to settle her position. Gets the command. No, that's not going. So she got 82.5 for her opener. So we'll see if she gets another attempt at that. So that's where we are at the moment. You can see under the columns best PL, you can see that that's the best lift they've done so far in this class, and their standings in that particular lift. Pragathi, 430. Didn't quite make this last time. We questioned whether or not she should have maybe only gone up 2.5. She's only weighed in today at 42 kilos, so A 5 kilo jump is a huge proportion of her body weight.
Sorry, no lift. No
She's
lift on
having a
one.
really good go at it. Look at that fight. Wow, what do the referees think? And they think that was a good lift.
Bar loaded on one.
30 kilos for Pragati Pina. That gets her
loaded
the
on one.
silver medal on bench to go with her silver medal on squat.
Bar loaded on
And
two.
here is Diana Anakonova from the Russian Olympic
Bar
Committee
loaded two.
coming out in the same class, 43 kilo class. This is a class that only exists for the sub-juniors and juniors. The lowest weight class in the open is 47.
No lift on one.
That's a tough one, but she fought through it. Oh, there was an infraction from the sides there. Yellow cards from the side referees. There's a number of infractions that could be. You have to keep your feet flat on the floor. Some lateral movement is allowed. You have to keep your butt down. So I'm not quite sure what the side referees thought there, but that was a no lift for Anakonova, leaving her with the best of 40, but she still took the bench gold. Amy Graffen. 47.5. She failed this on a second. She has got every chance of nailing this time around. And it's worth her while doing so as well, as this will get her hands on the bench press bronze.
30 seconds on two. Loaded on one.
No, that's not going. So that leaves her with the best of 42.5.
Sorry, no lift on two.
And here comes Lauren Recce. She is 5'4" right now. Can she keep up her perfect streak? 47.5. This will move her up. She's sitting in third place overall at subtotal, and this will at least give her a temporary grip on the bench press bronze. Seeing quite an odd increase from Andrea Boyle, but here's Lauren for the moment. And that's just not going anywhere. Okay, that leaves her with the best of 45. She won't move up into the bench press medals. However, this is all about the long game, the World Championship title, and she's in third place for that. Now here's Andrea Boyle. I'm not quite sure what's gone on here. She's opened at 45, gone to 47.5, and then gone straight to 57.5. I wonder if she missed getting her second attempt in. You only have 60 seconds from when your lift is called good or bad to get your next attempt in, and believe me, we do time that. So if you don't get it in time, you're given a 2.5 kilo increase. So maybe that's why she's gone up 2.5 kilos and then 10. Maybe this was supposed to be a 7 and a 5.
3 white lights, less than 1 inch range of motion.
Oh, it's stuck, but she drove through it. Great determination there. And 2-1, that's a good lift, and that gets her the bench press bronze.
Bar loaded on 2.
Here comes Barbara Svanova. 60 kilos on the bar. Oh, that's just not quite going, unfortunately. Leaves her with the best of 57.5. She's outside the medals in the bench press, but she is in third place overall at subtotal. Subtotal is your squat plus your bench. Total adds the deadlift to that as well. Erasmo, now she's fighting hard with Petrenko for not only the bench press silver and bronze, but the overall position as well. So 62.5 on the bar. She was a little bit scrappy with 60. She keeps tight and keeps her focus. And she's pushing, she's driving, but it's just not quite going. That was a great fight and showed some real determination. Leaves her with the best of 60 kilos, and she takes the bench bronze.
Bar loaded on 2.
Petrenko.
No lift on
So she's
1.
not challenged now for the bench silver. She will take that. And she is 100 grams lighter than Erasmo.
Loaded on 1.
One slice of toast for breakfast could have made all the difference there. 62.5 kilos on the bar.
Good lift on 1.
Nice, very good.
Bar loaded on 1.
And that's the silver bench press medal for Petrenko.
Bar loaded on 2.
Maria Kokova, Russian Olympic Committee. 67.5.
No lift on 1.
That was a tough press, but she stayed with it. And she's rewarded with 3 white lights. Great bench there from Kokova. And that gives her the silver medal in bench press and second place overall at subtotal.
Loaded on 2.
Here's Esme Neilman. This is a PB attempt. 67.5 looked great actually. So she needs to keep her focus.
20 seconds remain on 1.
Oh dear, she had such a great bench press and she did not wait for the rackman.
No lift on 1. No lift on 1.
But that was a good lift, 2-1. That was a good lift, 70 kilos for Neilman. That gives her the bronze medal on bench.
Bar loaded on 1. Bar loaded on 2.
Leisha Quinn. She's guaranteed the silver medal on bench. This will give her the gold for the moment. And she's got it. That's a great bench. She's having a great day. Leisha Quinn is 6'4", and she is in the lead. She has temporary grasp on the bench press medal, but Pavlova does have the opportunity to respond. But here we have Udaltsova going for her 3rd world sub-junior record of the day. Not chipping it, not moving up a tiny amount. She's going for 2.5 kilo increments all the way across the board. 75, 77.5. This is 80.
It doesn't get more epic than Halmstad in Sweden. Sorry, no lift on 1.
And it's moving. Can she lock it out? Now that looked good from where I'm sitting. What do the referees think? 2-1. That is a good lift. And another world sub-junior record for Udaltsova. So obviously she takes the bench press gold with that, but also the the lead going into the rest of the competition. Final. Oh, not quite the final. We have 2 bench presses to go. This is Pavlova in the 57 kilo class. She's going to look to take the bench press gold back from Leisha Quinn.
Blink and you're going to miss it.
She didn't get this last time out, so let's see if she can do it this time. It's moving, she's moving. She's locked it out. And the referees say that's a good lift. She has snatched the gold medal away from the Irish lifter. Leaves Leisha Quinn with the silver and Pavlova with the bench press gold, but Quinn is still leading the way into the rest of the competition. 1 more bench to go. This is Sofia Stanko. She missed this last time. This is 87.5 kilos. This is very nearly the weight of an adult grey wolf.
87.5 kilos on the bar for Sofia Stanko, Ukraine.
Here we go. This is a huge lift for a 52 kilo sub-junior. No, you saw her wrist rotate there and she was not under the weight and that did not go. But that leaves her with the best of 82.5 and she still takes the gold medal on bench and the lead into the rest of the competition. We're going to take a 20-minute break next and that's when the party's going to start, when the deadlift bar hits the floor. Welcome back to the 2021 World Open Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Classic Powerlifting Championships here from the Eleiko headquarters in Halmstad, Sweden. We're having a fantastic competition here at the moment. We just saw World Sub-Junior records get smashed to pieces on the bench press. Looking ahead, I can see attempts at world records in deadlift and total happening thick and fast as we go through this competition. This is platform 2. We have the Sub-Junior female 43 kilo, 47 kilo, 52 kilo and 57 kilo classes, all running as one group. So it's a lot to take to keep track of. So I do recommend you go to goodlift.info and follow the live score sheet there. But we'll try and keep you up to speed. If you check out the graphics as they come out onto the screen, you should be able to pick up who's moving through the competition and how we are going. We are ready to go on platform 2. We have Pragati P. Nair leading us out in the 43 kilo class. 16 years old, she is opening a deadlift at 70 kilos. Nice and easy there. And 3 white lights.
Good lift on 2. 117.5 on 1. Italy, I'm sorry, that is no lift. The jury have overturned.
Diana Anakonova, Russian Olympic Committee, also in the 43 kilo class, coming out for 75. She's got the red plates on.
Loaded on 1.
She took the gold on squat, she took the gold on bench, and that puts her into the lead on deadlift 2.
Good lift on 2. Good lift on 1.
Here we're going here now for Sofia Stanko. She took the gold on squat and bench, but she's opening lightest on deadlift. Now she is in a really close battle for the overall with Kokova from Russian Olympic Committee.
The reason for the overturn is bar loaded on 1. The reason the record was overturned was soft knees.
Easy. Yeah, that looked very comfortable. I think she's got a lot more to come there.
Loaded on 1. Start the clock, please, on 1.
And now we have Erasmo in the 47s with 110 kilos. 10 kilos below her personal best. Little bit late to the platform. Hopefully everything's fine. Here she comes. Looks quite calm. So that's her position, a little bit grabby. I think she lost her position a little bit as she grabbed and pulled, but that was a good lift and the weight certainly looked comfortable for her. And next up we have Tetiana Petrenko from Ukraine. She has requested 115 kilos to open her deadlift. Got the silver medal on squat, gold medal, silver medal again on bench. This is well below her stated PB of 135, and it certainly looked it. 3 white lights. Amy Greffen, South Africa.
Bar loaded on 1, no more on 2, no more changes to openers on 1, no more changes on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
$120 for Amy. She had to put some effort in there to bring that up. It wasn't super easy, but is she okay? She's just a little bit dizzy, I think.
She okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. She just had a, just went grey for a moment there as she left the platform. We have Andrea Boyle Next from US Virgin Islands. She's in the 52s.
Loaded on 2. Little too heavy on 1, I'm afraid.
This is 122.5. She's in the 52 kilo class. Made short work of that.
Good lift on 2.
Maria Kakova next. This is the battle for first place in the 52s. So it's Kakova from Russian Olympic Committee is up against Stanko. They are a little bit ahead of the other 3 lifters in class who are all on the same projected total. But first up we have Maria Kakova with 130. And this will, there she goes, nice. This will match the Ukrainian. However, Kakova is lighter in body weight. So this really is going to come down to the final pull, I'm sure of it. Lauren Recchi with the biggest deadlift opener in the 52 kilo class. Oh, nice and easy. And 3 white lights for Lauren. She pulled 145 at the West Midlands recently, so she has got a little bit of room there to manoeuvre. That's put her in gold medal position for the moment in deadlift and 3rd overall. Svanova, Czech Republic, 132.5.
No one has ever locked out a lift before on 1. Bar is loaded on 1.
Good lift for Svanova. Udaltsova next. We saw world sub-junior bench press records fall with every lift. Well, she got the first 2 anyway. And now she is going to take the total record with her first pull. This is in the 47 kilo class. The total record is currently 320.5. This will put 20 kilos on it. Oh, she had to work for that. You saw her back release just a little bit as she pulled. But nevertheless, that is a good lift. And she has pushed the world sub-junior total record 20 kilos up the road with her first pull. We are through to the 57s. This is Esme Neilman, opening with 140 kilos. That looked comfortable. She's on the board. Here's Leisha Quinn having a phenomenal day. 6 for 6 at the moment. Huge amount of support from the Irish team. 155 kilos. She states her PB is 117.5, but she hasn't competed for a little while due to COVID restrictions. And she's on the board. Leading the pack now, but she has got Polina Pavlova coming up next for 160, which puts 2.5 kilos on the world sub-junior deadlift record in the 57s. This has stood since Calgary 2018. Oh, and she can't break it from the floor. Oh my word.
No lift
That
on
is
2.
an upset. It is such a brave move to open on a world
Bars loaded on
record,
1.
and that did not go her way. Well, we'll have to see if she can nail that on her next attempt. The pressure on these young lifters is enormous.
Loaded on
So
2.
she needs to calm her nerves, get her head straight, come out and give that a really good go. Okay, so we are into round 2. Diana Anakonova
Good lift on 1.
has come out for 80 kilos. Which the weight certainly was very easy, and she's got 3 white lights for that. And next up we have Pragathi Pinair, who has put 15 kilos on her opener. And she's looking to take home, she's got the silver medal in squat and bench, but she'd quite like to take the deadlift gold. So here we go for 85. Oh, nice and easy. So that she moves into gold medal position now.
Good lift on 2.
For the moment. Obviously both 43 kilo lifters have a pull left.
Loaded on 1. Loaded on 2.
Sophia Stanko, 115. So from the graphic there we can see that this will move her from total second to first. She really is in a really tight battle with Kokova. This is going to go all the way. Difficult to break from the floor, but that is quite typical with a sumo, with a wide sumo stance. It's a real struggle to break it, but then it flies to lockout. You get that the opposite way around with a conventional stance, where the feet are inside the hand position.
Loaded on 1.
Petrenko, 122.5, 14 years old, only just able to compete in the IPF. You can only compete from your 14th birthday up until the year in which you pass 18.
Good lift for Lindeberg on
122.5 on the bar.
Good lift, Petrenko 2.
That was a good
Bar
lift.
loaded 1.
Erasmo next. She's gone up 20 kilos from her opener of 110. Hoping to jump ahead to the silver medal position on deadlift.
Bar loaded 2. Good lift 1.
And also, I think this moves her up in the overall as well. It does. We can see from the graphic, the top bar on the graphic there, it moves her rank up in both the deadlift and the total. She really struggled on squat, but she's pulled back ever since then. Oh no, she has not got her balance. It's quite a grabby style, which makes it a little bit inconsistent. So maybe she just needs to work on slowing that down and getting a more consistent pull position. So that was a no lift for Erasmo. Next out we have Andrea Boyle, 132.5. Takes a moment to compose herself. This is 10 kilos up from her opener. Hips rose a little bit early, which makes that lockout slightly harder, but certainly the weight was well within her capabilities.
Good lift on 2. Bar loaded on 2.
Amy Graffin for 132.5, same weight. But she's in the 52s.
No lift on 1. A little too heavy. Loaded on 1. Come on, Amy, come on!
I think that is not going to go.
Just a little too heavy this time.
It was a 12.5 kilo increase from her opener. Maybe that was a little bit ambitious. Kirkova next, looking to respond to Stanko.
Good lift on
she can't get it moving.
No, a little too heavy on 2,
So, she is under pressure now. Obviously, she gets to come out and have another go at that, but that opens the door for the Ukrainian. Lauren Recchi is still to come in the same class in the 52s. As we mentioned before, she pulled 145 quite recently.
Good lift on 1.
So we should see this go, hopefully. Difficult little lockout. Good lift, and that has pushed her out into gold medal position on deadlift and 3rd place overall. But it is so tight between the 3rd, 4th and 5th places in the 52s. So that is still anyone's game. Here's Barbara Svanova, Czech Republic. She's in the 57s. Gone up 7.5 kilos on her opener. Oh, she's got it moving. I was certain she wasn't going to get that. So much effort. She was shaking as she pulled it. And 2 to 1. That's a good lift. On deadlift, the blue card can indicate supporting or downward movement of the bar. But nevertheless, that is a good lift, 2 to 1. Here we go. This is Alina Udaltsova from Ukraine. She already took the sub-junior total record with her first pull. This will put another 7.5 kilos on it. She is a long way out in the lead now. And it's going. Oh no, it's not quite going. Couldn't quite get it past the knees. But you know, sometimes when you've already taken the record, you've already won the world title, realistically the others can't catch her. It's hard to bring the same intensity to it when you arguably don't really need it. 147, Neilman. We have some drama in the 57s. Pavlova, who came out for a world record, did not make that pull. That's a nice pull there from Neilman. It's hard to predict the positions in this class, given that Pavlova has not yet got one in. But it didn't look like it was a technical error. It just looked like she was not strong enough for this. But let's hope she has given her head a bit of a wobble, and she is coming out now to take the world sub-junior record in the 57 kilo class.
World record on 1!
And she just can't get it moving. She's really in trouble now. She, you know, this is a lesson for all of us. You know what you can do in the gym, but you've traveling, the environment's different, the equipment's different, and it is a tough platform to do your best on. I really hope she can get that moving next time. But in the meantime, here comes Leisha Quinn to take the world sub-junior deadlift record at 165.5. Now, the record's 157.5. She's skipped right ahead to 165.5. Oh, just a small mistake, and she couldn't quite keep hold of it. That is a real shame. However, she gets another opportunity to attempt that. Well, high drama in the sub-junior 57 kilo class. So we go round now into the 3rd round. This is where the medals are handed out. This is where the world championship titles are decided. First up, Diana Anakonova.
Round 3, platform 2, we're cleaning the bar between each lift.
We can see there's a real Hail Mary attempt from the Indian lifter in the same class coming up. But first, Anna Canova is going to come out and attempt 87.5.
Russian Olympic Committee.
That's a good lift, 2-1. I wasn't sure whether she'd let go of the bar a little bit earlier then. You must return the bar to the platform under control. That means having your hands on it. In the excitement, though, it's hard not to do what you do in the gym. And okay, we have Pragathi Pina on for, wow, a massive 107.5 kilos. She changed, she had 100 kilos in. Honestly, this is for the win, and you know what? You might as well have a go at it. I mean, why not? She's coming out to pull for the World Sub-Junior title in the 43 kilo class. And she's got it moving, but it won't quite go. You know, that was a really brave attempt. I thought for a second that was going to go. It flew off the floor, but to no avail. That means Anna Canova is the world champion, the world sub-junior champion in the 43s. Leaves Pina with a best of 85 and a total of 175 against Anna Canova's 197.5. But that was some really brave lifting from the Indian lifter there to come out for such a massive increase. And you know what? She got it moving. It might have gone. Here we go. This is Sophia Stanko in the 52s. $107.5 for her opener, went up to 115. This is 120 kilos for a lifter who weighed in today at less than 52. Way over double body weight.
Good lift on one.
And she showed some determination, but that was absolutely stuck to the floor. So that leaves her with a best of 115, and she has a nervous moment now to see if the Russian lifter can come out and match that. She only needs to match it because Kakova is lighter, 400 grams lighter. But in the meantime, we have a couple of pulls before we get that. This is Erasmo. She's in the 47s. This is really the battle for second place. Udaltsova is a fair way ahead in this class. So here's Erasmo is battling with Petrenko for the silver. 132 kilos on the bar. Now she's got it to lock out. It went sideways a bit. Did the bar dip? It did not. That is a good lift for Erasmo. That moves her up to silver medal on deadlift and the overall silver. However, Petrenko gets the opportunity to respond. In the meantime, here's Amy Grenfell from... Oh, we've had a change. I'm sorry, we've had a change. This is Petrenko. Petrenko's coming out for 132.5. This takes the silver medal in deadlift.
Sorry, we have the wrong lift on the platform. This should be Tetiana Petrenko on 2. Same weight, lot number.
Okay, we had the wrong lifter came out for that lift. This is Petrenko. 132.5. This is for the deadlift silver and the overall silver medal. Pulling to improve her podium position. It's moving. I think she's got it. What do the referees say? They say she has silver medal for Petrenko. That moves Erasmo down to a bronze medal position. Petrenko finishing on 280, Erasmo on 277.5. Here we go, this is Amy Greffen We had a little bit of confusion there. You're allowed 2 changes on your final deadlift. She looks fired up. She's bringing the fire to the platform. She wants this lift. She missed it last time. Can she get it moving this time? It's going, but it looks like lockout will be a big ask. That leaves her with the best of 120 and a 262.5 kilo total. Andrea Boyle. 137.5 kilos on the bar, 300 pounds.
Followed in on 1 world junior record, Julia Glecci, Italy. Forza Italia!
Looking to move up ahead of Recchi in the overall podium places.
For Italy, we're focusing on platform 2 now. We're done on 1.
And that's a tough break from the floor, and in the end it did not. That gives Boyle a best of 132.5 and a 285 kilo total. She's sitting in silver medal position in deadlift at the moment, but there are still 2 lifters to pull in that class, so she might slip down to bronze medal position once Kakova makes this pull. This moves Kakova up to, in fact, this is for the win. This is for the title. This is for the World Sub-Junior title in the 52 kilo class. Can she do it? Oh, she feet slipped away and she could not. That leaves Kakova with the best of 130. The bronze medal. That means that Boyle keeps the silver medal on deadlift. Kakova takes the deadlift bronze. And we have 1 more pull to go. We still have Lauren Recchi to go in the 52 kilo classes before everything is settled. But first, we have Adele Sova, who has been absolutely dominant in the sub-junior 47 kilo class, coming out to push her own total world record a few more kilos up the road. Hush falls over the crowd as she sets up to pull. Sits into it, starts to pull, and it's just not quite there today. So that leaves her with a best of 135 and a 322.5 kilo total. Bench press sub-junior world record, a total sub-junior world record, and the world championship title. Here comes Lauren Recchi. She's got a huge deadlift. She's already got the deadlift gold. She has already got the bronze medal overall. She has had a phenomenal day. Here's her final pull of 142.5. She's fighting through. She's taken it to lockout. What's the verdict from the referees? No. There was a little bit of supporting just as her knee slipped under the bar. That means that the bar is left resting on the thighs, and that is a blue card fail on deadlift. But that leaves her with the best of 140, a 285 kilo total, gold on deadlift, and a podium position, bronze medal overall. Barbara Svanova. This is 142.5 kilo total. That's absolutely astonishing grit and determination to keep pulling when that is so slow off the floor. Her 140 was hard. So that's the best of 140 and a 325 kilo total. Now with Pavlova failing to make a deadlift so far, that could well give Svanova the overall bronze. So we've got a change. We now have Neilman coming out for 157.5. There's some real tactical movements going on here because Pavlova may or may not be out after this pull. So Esme is solidifying her position in gold medal on deadlift. She can't catch Quinn in the overall, but she wants the deadlift gold. Here we go. It's moving. And her coach goes crazy in the back. And the referees agree that is 3 white lights, and she has taken the gold medal position on deadlift. She's sitting in second place overall. However, Polina Pavlova has failed this twice so far, and this is a deadlift world record. She really needs to focus. She goes from nowhere to silver medal overall with this pull and takes the world record. And she just can't get it moving. That is such a shame. And this is why, you know, we say get an easy one in first. Maybe have a go for a record attempt on your second pull. That's heartbreaking for the young lifter. One more deadlift to go. Leisha Quinn from Ireland. She attempted this last time. Wasn't quite there. Can she get it this time? Is she going to take the world record and the deadlift gold? Here she comes. Huge amount of support in the crowd. We can see the coaching team behind her. She sits in, she starts to pull, it's moving! And her grip just won't quite make it. That is such a shame, it was so close, but she's got 155, she's got the deadlift silver, and more importantly, she goes home with the world title. Before this week, Ireland had never had a world champion, and that is the third one. Absolutely phenomenal lifting from Leisha Quinn. So we have the medal ceremony coming up. Please do stick around for that. And then we have the men's junior, sub-junior, 74 and 83 kilo class coming up at 1 o'clock. Join us then.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, the participation medals. They're being presented by Gaston Farage, IPF President, and Arnold Wallstrom, EPF President. Okay, everyone has their medals. It is time to present the awards. We're going to go with the smallest category first, Sasha. So, 43 kilos sub-junior ladies. Only 2 ladies in this class. Second place on squat with 60 kilos, Pragati of India. Silver medal. Gold medal position with 70 kilos with Russian Olympic Committee, Diana Anefkanova. And now bench press. Silver medal position, 30 kilos from India, Pragati. Gold medal position with 40 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Diana Anefkanova. I'm sorry. And now to deadlift. Silver medal position from India, P. Pragati. And the gold medal on deadlift with 87.5 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Diana Anefkanova. And finally, the overall totals. In silver medal position with 175 kilos from India, P. Pragati. And a gift from Eleiko and the gold medal and your new 43 kilo sub-junior world champion. From Russian Olympic Committee, Diana Anefkanova. Please be upstanding for the anthem of the Russian Olympic Committee. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please. Thank you, ladies. Next category, please, Sasha. 47 kilos sub-junior ladies. The medals for squats. In bronze medal position. With 85 kilos from the Philippines, Jane Erasmo. In silver medal position, also with 85 kilos, it went on body weights from Ukraine, Tetiana Petrenko. And the gold medal on squat with 107.5 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Alina Udaltsova. Medals now for bench press. In bronze medal position, you don't need to go anywhere, ladies. In bronze medal position with 60 kilos from Philippines, Jane Erasmo. The silver medal with 63.5 kilos from Ukraine, Tetiana Petrenko. And the gold medal on bench press with 80 kilos, the Russian Olympic Committee, Alina Udaltsova. And now to deadlift. In bronze medal position with 132.5 kilos from the Philippines, Jane Erasmo. In silver medal position, again on body weight with 132.5 kilos from Ukraine, Tetiana Petrenko. And the gold medal with 135 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Alina Udaltsova. So let's stay in position as we announce the overall winners and the new world champion. Bronze medal position overall, 277.5 kilos from the Philippines, Jane Erasmo. Silver medal position overall, 280 kilos from Ukraine, Tetiana Petrenko. And taking the gold medal on your new 47 kilo sub-junior world champion, Russian Olympic Committee, Alina Udaltsova. And of course, the gifts from our sponsors and hosts here at Eleiko. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the anthem of the Russian Olympic Committee. Thank you, ladies. Next category, please, Sasha. So next sub-junior category, please. Now we move to the 52 kilo sub-junior category, the medals for individual lifts beginning with squats. So the bronze medal with 100 kilos goes to Great Britain's Lauren Recchi. The silver medal with 107.5 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Maria Kokova. And the gold medal on squat with 115 kilos from Ukraine, Sofia Sanko. We now move to bench press. In bronze medal position with 57.5 kilos from the United States Virgin Islands, Andrea Boyle. The silver medal on bench press with 67.5 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Maria Kokova. And the gold medal on bench press press with 82.5 kilos. From Ukraine, Sofia Sanko. And next deadlift. In bronze medal position with 130 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Maria Kokova. In silver medal position with 132.5 kilos, United States Virgin Islands, Andrea Boyle. And the gold medal in deadlift with 140 kilos from Great Britain, Lauren Recchi. And finally, the totals, please, the overall. We are ready to crown the new 52 kilo sub-junior world champion. In bronze medal position with 285 kilos from Great Britain, Lauren Recchi. Taking the silver medal with 305 kilos from Russian Olympic Committee, Maria Kokova. And with 312.5 kilos, your new 52 kilo sub-junior world champion. From Ukraine, Sofia Sanko. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Ukraine. Well done, ladies. Okay. Sasha, any more sub-junior categories? Yes, we have 57 kilo sub-juniors now. The last sub-junior category. Medals for individual lifts. First, squats. In bronze medal position on squat with 120 kilos from Russian Olympic Committee, Polina Pavlova. Silver medal on squats with 127.5 kilos from Czechia, Barbora Svanova. And the gold medal on squat with 147.5 kilos from Ireland, Lisa Quinn. Now we move to bench press. In bronze medal position with 70 kilos from the Netherlands, Esme Nieleman. Taking the silver medal with 77.5 kilos from Ireland, Lisa Quinn. And in gold medal position on bench press with 80 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Polina Pavlova. And now to deadlifts. Sasha, deadlift, please. Thank you. 140 kilos to the bronze medal goes to Czechia's Barbora Svanova. Silver medal on deadlift with 155 kilos from Ireland, Lisa Quinn. And the gold medal on deadlift with 157.5 kilos from Netherlands, Esme Nieleman. Thank you, ladies. Pretty close, but let's see how that shook down for the totals. In bronze medal position overall, with 325 kilos from Czechia, Barbora Svanova. Taking the silver medal with 337.5 kilos from Netherlands, Esme Nieleman. And cover your ears, ladies and gentlemen, as we announce the new world champion, because with 380 kilos, wait for it, from Ireland, your new 57 kilos of the world champion, Lisa Quinn! Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Ireland. I think that's all the sub-junior categories now. So, music maestro, please give these ladies a round of applause as they follow Heather Layton off the platform.
Трое точно. По-моему, трое. У нас Степанов, Сергеенко и Пономарев. Трое, да?
But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen, because we also have